caught up with top Indian diplomat Muktesh, Pradeshi, Special Secretary in the Ministry of External Affairs, a part of the G20 Secretariat, on the preparations. The countdown has begun. What happens next? What happens when all the heads of state and government start arriving here at the Bharat Mandapam? Listen in to our conversation. Minute to minute, because I believe 41 heads of state and governments and head of organizations, G20 plus all.
That's right. So each of them will be personally received by Honorable Prime Minister. They'll be seated in the leaders' lounge until reception is complete, and then we start with the first session, which will go until the working lunch. So the working lunch will be hosted by Honorable Prime Minister in the G20, the summit hall. This is the action place. Yes, so from morning until late evening. I mean, from morning, the ceremonial reception until the gala dinner, which is hosted by Honorable President. All activities will be taking place here, except for the spouses who will be taken to Pusa Institute, and then they will visit Jaipur House, National Gallery of Modern Art, where they'll have an exposure to a shopping experience, and they'll have their lunch there.
What's to eat? I mean, how is it decided what will be served at that gala dinner?
Bring in a little bit of millets. This is the International Year of Millets.
Correct.
So the millets will be presented in the menu in some form. Some introduction to street food.
Oh, how interesting! Street food like?
It could be, it could be chaat, it could be samosa. It depends on the chefs how they have come up with little bit of things which will be kept at different corners. For delegates and for media center, we have dedicated street corner food. I mean, we will certainly be picking up something from the east, something from the west, something from the north and south. So it depends on the chef's imaginative and creativity. And I know the ITC chefs, they have been engaged in creating a menu which will be reflective of, as I said, diverse tradition of our culinary heritage and usage of millets.
And usage of, and मीठा क्या है? मीठे में क्या होगा?
Well, there could be some seasonal things, like this season. How should I say? For example, ghevar is very seasonal during this time. So
meetha from Rajasthan.
It could be. For delegates, for media people, and for others, there'll be far more sumptuous buffet spread. Whereas for leaders, see, when you're having working session, it has to be compact and it has to be served during certain time. So maybe we might think of something like thali. That's a very innovative idea to present the diversity of our food presented in a thali system, because that allows you to have smaller portion and multiple items.